Hello YouTube, what's up? PokeSmashTV here, and today I'm bringing another Black 2 White 2 Wi-Fi battle, and it's against a guy I met on the Smoke on Wi-Fi Battle Finder, whose name is SagaFireBurns, and this turned out to be quite a good match actually. And as soon as I saw the team preview, I was happy about one thing: that his team is not a generic, generic weather team which you see in every alternate Wi-Fi battle, and he's got the Hariyama, which I've practically never seen in OU before, and he's got the Registeel, which is mainly for UU. I've seen maybe in OU like a couple of times before, but that's about it. Yeah, so props to him for using a non-standard team. I know I sound like a hypocrite for saying this because I'm running a rain team, but I normally don't use weather unless I really like the team. I like the Pokemon to go with it, and I think my team is quite synergetic because that's how I made it. So yeah, it's working out till now. So let's just see how this battle goes. Okay. Yeah. So I decided to lead off with my Rotom Wash because when you're running a rain team and you have the Rotom Wash, that's what you should generally do because you can then Volt Switch on whatever he leads off with, and then you can bring in a Politoed to set up the rain. Because if he is running the opposing weather starter, it's a good thing to do to Volt Switch out on it. And he leads off with a Reuniclus, and I decided on the first one to just go for the trick. Because I'm pretty sure that's going to incapacitate his Reuniclus for the rest of the match, because I'm going to trick him to Choice Scarf, which will not do much to boost his speed because Reuniclus has really low speed. So I do that, I give him the Choice Scarf, I get a Life Orb in return, and then I just go for the Volt Switch, even though I know he has the Gastrodon, but I don't want to like over predict that much so early in the game. So I just go for the Volt Switch, and he brings in his Gastrodon. And now I'm forced to, switch on into my Politoed to take whatever the Gastrodon wants to go for. I was initially scared that he might be running an offensive Gastrodon, but because of the Trick Room and then how he brought it in immediately afterwards. But then he goes to the Toxic, so I see he's perhaps the defensive variant. And later in the match, we'll see that he reveals 3 attacks. So yeah, he's kind of like a mix. And now for some reason, I thought the Gastrodon has access to Stealth Rocks. I have no clue why I thought that, but I switched in my Fortress thinking that he's going to go for the Rocks for some reason, and obviously he doesn't get Rocks, but then he ends up going for the Scald, and Rainbow's Scald is going to do an easy 70% to my Fortress, and I'm forced to switch out of that and go into my Gyarados, which can easily resist the Scald and get also serious physical damage. Now here the one thing I was hoping for was that he doesn't get the burn, and guess what? He gets the burn. So yeah, I don't have a Lumberry, I have the leftovers to increase my longevity or whatever you call it. And so my Gyarados is kind of, it's kind of like death fodder basically. Now, it's not going to do anything much. And right now he decides to switch on into his Reuniclus as I set up a Dragon Dance, because if I want to do some damage, that's what I'm going to have to go for. I'm going to have to, get up a couple, maybe 3 Dragon Dances at least to, do some damage to the opposing team, because even though the rain is up and unboosted waterfall will not be doing anything much. Like over here you'll see I go for the +1 waterfall on his Reuniclus, and it does maybe around a bit less than half. So yeah, so I have to get up a couple of Dragon Dances, and I get the flinch unfortunately for him, so he can't set up the Trick Room just yet. And right now I decide to go for another Dragon Dance to just go to the +2, because Burn isn't doing as much, like the net loss in HP isn't as much because of my leftovers. So I decide to go for one more Dragon Dance as he finally manages to set up the Trick Room. I have to comment that he's using his Reuniclus quite well, to complement the rest of his team with the Trick Room, setting up, his slower guys to, deal some damage to my team. So he goes for the Trick Room, and then he switches out into his Gastrodon again, probably, predicting the waterfall. But now I know that his Gastrodon is most likely going to come in, hoping for the special attack boost from the Storm Drain. So I just end up going for the +2 Ice Fang, which does literally nothing to his Gastrodon. He probably gained HP from that. No, not really, but anyway, Burns whittling me down little by little, and because of the Trick Room, his Gastrodon is actually faster than me, and he can get off an Ice Beam. So he does an okay amount with the Ice Beam, and I go for the Earthquake, which does quite a lot surprisingly. Not actually, because Gastrodon's physical defense isn't much to talk home about. So yeah, I've still forgotten about the Trick Room. So right here, I think, oh no wait, he just goes for the Sludge Bomb to kill me off. So now he's revealed his full set. He has the Toxic, Sludge Bomb, Ice Beam and the Scald. So now I know what to look out for when his Gastrodon actually comes in, you know. So he goes for those moves, and then I switch into my Politoed, not, you know, just cause the only thing I have to hit him with is the Focus Blast, and I don't want to go to my Garchomp cause I wasn't sure if a Dragon Claw would take him out from this range. So I go for the Focus Blast, and not really predicting anything, but he ends up going out in his Registeel, which is really lucky for me, as I can hit him with a super effective Focus Blast, and not only that, I also get a critical hit, which I'm not saying I didn't need that. I needed that a lot, because his Registeel was you know, kind of a problem for my team, because the only way to safely take him out was with my Garchomp with the Earthquake. So yeah, his Registeel is out of the way, and now he goes into his Reuniclus, and basically this is a free Trick Room for him, but it's also advantages for me because I know that he's going to go for the Trick Room, so I can just easily go out into my Fortress to you know, take advantage of that, because the only Pokemon on my team which can take advantage of that is the Fortress, because it is the slowest. So I go to my Fortress and I set up the rocks on the first one of the Trick Room, or the second one, whatever, and as he goes out into his Hariyama, and reveals that he is the Toxic of Gut set, and right now I'm pretty sure he can't kill me from this range with any move he has, so I go for one layer of Spikes, and I was right, he goes for the Guts boosted Earthquake, but that does barely anything. It does maybe around 15-20% to my Fortress, and now I can just go for the normal gem boosted Explosion, and that does a really good chunk to his Hariyama. I'll take him down almost all the way actually, and at the end of this turn he is going to die to his own Toxic Orb. So yeah, his Hariyama goes down. It's a double down, and right now I am free to go to whatever Pokemon I want. I choose to go to my Thundurus T as he goes into his Breloom, and I was expecting the Trick Room to get over right now, but since it doesn't say that the Twisted Dimensions return to normal, I know that the Trick Room is still up. So I immediately switch out into my Politoed, knowing that he's not going to go for the Bullet Seed if he is the Techno Loop, and he's probably going to end up going for the Spore, which is what he does. And my Politoed has been toxic by the Gastrodon, so yeah, the Spore will fail. So right now the Trick Room finally ends, and I know I can outspeed the Breloom probably, and I go for the Choice Specs Ice Beam, and no way in hell is the Breloom living a Choice Specs Ice Beam from a Politoed. So yeah, the Breloom goes down. It has really poor special defense, so I guess that explains the instant kill. And now he goes on into his Tentacruel, and I'm blocked into the Ice Beam, so the only thing I can do right now is switch out into my Rotom Wash to, you know, threaten his Tentacruel out with the electric type move, and that's what I do. I send in my Rotom Wash as he ends up going for the Toxic Spikes, late game Toxic Spikes, yeah, whatever, cool. And I just go for the safe Volt Switch as he predicts that really nicely. He goes out into his Gastrodon to you know, be immune to the thing, and yeah, I go for the Volt Switch. It doesn't do anything to the Gastrodon, and right now I'm in a dilemma because I don't know, I have the HP Ice, which is the only move I have to hit his Gastrodon with, and I don't know if I should actually go for it because it's not going to take his Gastrodon out, and you know, in the heat of the match I hadn't actually figured out that his Gastrodon didn't have the recover, so I was worried about his Gastrodon having the recover. So I don't know if I should go for the Hidden Power Ice or just switch out into my Thundurus T or my Garchomp. But I do decide to take the risk and I go for the Hidden Power Ice. And luckily for me, he goes for the Ice Beam. So it's lucky that I didn't switch out into my Thundurus T or the Garchomp, because Ice Beam would have done a lot with the Thundurus T and a lot with the Garchomp. So yeah, those two are still at around full HP. As I'm kind of like just going for the HP Ice out here with my Rotom Wash. He brings in his Reuniclus, and HP Ice is still a, you know, a 2-hit KO on his Reuniclus, because he was at half HP. And I just go for the, you know, the risky Hydro Pump, because I haven't used it in the match yet, and you know, Rotom wants to use his Hydro Pump once in a while every match, so yeah, that's what I do. I go for the Hydro Pump, and the Life Orb is really helping me out, you know, with the HP Ice, because yeah, Life Orb boosted HP Ice will definitely be doing a lot more than a Scarfed HP Ice. So right now he goes on into his Tentacruel, and he can switch into his Gastrodon if he wants, but that wouldn't be doing him any favors because I can just go for the HP Ice the next turn. So I go for the Volt Switch right now, knowing he's going to stay in, and Life Orb Volt Switch will take down his Tentacruel, and right now I'm free to just go into my Garchomp and finish off the match with style, with a stab outrage from a scarfed Garchomp. So yeah, that will be the game, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, because I did. I enjoyed this match. It was my first time using this team, which I really liked. I've been using it on Showdown. So yeah, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you want to. I'll put the username of my opponent down in the description below. So feel free to check him out. Do that because he is a good battler, and I hope to have more battles with him in the future. Okay, guys, bye. See you later.